Porn Stars or People podcast. I'm here with NikkiCakes.
Hey.
We're in the weirdest environment. If you do not watch this thing on YouTube, check it out on YouTube. We are sitting in what is probably the tub from Scarface.
Scarface, bro.
Yeah. It's the
he needs
weirdest.
a cigar and laying down in the
Yeah. I should have come more prepared. I didn't know this is what the room looked like.
Sorry.
So you've never stayed at this hotel before?
No.
This is crazy. This is a crazy looking room.
It is, but it's kind of like me, a little crazy. So
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like, what, 25-foot ceilings, but then the rest of the room is like very normal, and then the
like
bathroom,
Willy Wonka, you know?
Yeah, and then the bathroom is like this weird, like giant tub, but then with this weird like tile. Like I don't know how sanitary should I feel sitting on this tile?
Just let's not get any lights. Good.
So what's going on? Thank you for doing this.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Where are you based? Can we ask that question?
Oh, sure. Philly area.
Oh,
suburbs.
nice. Mm-hmm. Very cool. My little sister now lives in that area. It's very.
I feel bad for her.
Yeah. No, she's raising a child, and her husband's from that area, so they needed the help, and his family's nearby. No, it's cool. She's in Orland.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know, yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
And it's nice for me because she's got a little kid now, and it's only 90 minutes from me in the city, so it's good.
Yeah.
So this is cool. So how many Exxxoticas do you go to?
I normally just do this one because it's the best one.
Yeah.
And it's local.
Yeah, it's right here.
So yeah, but I'll be in Vegas then for the AVNs.
Nice. And then it's like it's interesting because this I didn't realize this until I think this week. This is sort of the only one that happens on the East Coast.
And maybe that's why it's so big, but everyone from the West Coast comes here too.
Yeah, well, the West Coast people come, but but fan-wise, like if you're a fan, this is the only place you have.
Because it's most perverts. You know?
Where, East Coasters?
I don't know. Look, we came in and like, oh, are you from the convention? I'm like, dude. And it was a white dude, so I blamed it on Julie. I'm like, well, he must have noticed you.
Oh, they knew ahead of time? Well, you weren't.
I don't know.
You were just regular people. You came in regular people.
I didn't come in like this.
Yeah. That's what I'm asking. I was like, I mean, if you came in this outfit.
Makeup, but, yeah.
Came in this outfit, he's got some idea.
Yeah,
he's not completely off base. That's fun. So, I don't know. You haven't stayed at this place before. Where do you usually stay?
APA. Hey, maybe they'll give me some more free rooms. APA.
Shout out APA.
Gorgeous, cheap.
Yeah.
They're nice and
nice.
Price.
Good. Yeah. Why did they give you free rooms last time?
No, I swing and I do host parties. So I get comp.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
So
I've been trying to get free shit off of this podcast for a while. Let's get an APA. Like, give me. I'm not even that far away. I'm 30 minutes. But give me a room.
Oh, they're nice. Yeah. Heated seats, toilet seats.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I don't need
vibrate.
No, I like a cold toilet seat.
Well, no, they don't
They
use
vibrate?
They vibrate and they blow the air so you can air dry.
Why do you want the toilet seat to blow?
So
Or to
you don't
vibrate?
Have
To vibrate, sorry.
No, because it feels. I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure it out. Does it help it get it out?
Maybe.
It loosens it up?
I don't know.
Pushes it out?
Gives you a nice massage on your tush
Yeah.
while you're.
You're the one. You brought it up. You said you liked it. You said you liked it. Yeah.
I do like it.
Yeah. So that's cool. Okay, so what do you? So who are you? You said you're with. What booth are you with this weekend?
My free cams.
I'll
be there so like an hour or two a day.
Are you gonna cam the whole time you're there?
Oh no, not the whole time I'm there, but
yeah.
Well, now I'll probably cam like an hour or so a day.
Nice.
Yeah, and then like I said, stop in some people's booths, say hi, Ink Angels, and that kind of stuff.
How long you been in the biz?
Rome Major. Actually, I started Exxxotica last year.
No shit.
Yeah.
I like how many people I meet that are fresh to the biz.
I have a lot of friends that've been in the business for years. I've been trying to get me in it. For years,
shit.
But yeah, I started.
Do you feel at home?
I felt very at home.
Yeah.
Believe me, my swinging is a lot more out there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So do you feel like you could have started a while ago?
I could have, but I have 3 boys now. They're in their 20s, so it's all right. But
yeah. You were worried about the content potential reaching them otherwise?
Well, no, but yeah, you're in school. Oh, your mom does. Now they're grown and they can deal with it. But yeah, I don't.
I see. Interesting. And where are they?
They're in PA.
Just running around doing their biz.
Yeah.
Living life.
Yeah.
Trying to become young professionals.
Hopefully. Professional bums. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they'll figure it out. Yeah. This is what I found. Yeah. Do you know Kimmy Kaboom?
Yes.
Just as a point of reference, I know because she talked about her kids quite a bit. It's like she did the whole thing, and it's like now she's old. Your kids are grown. If you got a problem with it, fuck off.
I mean, a great thing about honestly, my youngest, my 17-year-old, He does my makeup when it's local and stuff. Like he's
No
a
shit.
phenomenal makeup, like
Wow.
better than me. And so and my older two, they know, but they don't really know.
Yeah.
Or they're not telling me. And my other one is,
We don't want to know that
No.
much.
Yeah,
right?
it's like it's kind of like Yeah.
Like we want to know. We're like,
I
I
think they
get
know. I think my youngest told them.
Yeah.
But they don't say.
it. Like I
much.
get it, but I'm not gonna like immerse myself. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's like that
right.
kind of
I don't
thing.
want to think about it.
Yeah,
Who
it's
wants
like
to think about their parents.
Yeah, it's like what's the
doing
best?
porn?
What's the best version of it? They like come with you to the conference. It's like that's
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
Nobody wants that. They don't want that. You don't.
They
want
just
that.
want the free shit I bring.
Right.
Home.
Yeah.
What you bring? That's all I want.
Where's the gift bag?
Where's the gift bag?
Where's the gift
porn
bag?
and the lube and the.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some lube from last year. I'm nervous to like use it on a civilian.
Was it the Bad Dragon?
It was a bag from Inked Angels or Inked Awards.
Oh,
And so it was a
but
bunch
you
of
know
goodies
what?
in there.
Because usually Bad Dragon, they have phenomenal like lube and stuff.
Oh,
they
that's
have,
the
they
one?
have the clear lube and they have the white lube. So if you want to look like it's cum,
Yeah. So I have
it's perfect for industry
I have
stuff.
I have all that stuff, but but it's like it's hard to figure out when you can use that stuff on civilians.
Right.
That's
I
the
said
thing.
that stuff you can use. Like
Yeah.
their stuff's good. Like it's safe.
Yeah.
Them and Spunk, Spunk's.
Yeah, that's hell in the Spunk Lube. Yeah, I got a bunch of samples from Spunk Lube. We're
I
just
don't
shouting
need
everybody
Spunk,
out.
But yeah, I know. And I don't even use lube because I don't need it.
Because
But
I don't
hey.
need it. I'm a bad bitch. I get my pussy wet the old-fashioned way.
The old-fashioned way, exactly.
With hard work and spit, you know? The old-fashioned way. That's great.
Yeah.
So you're here the whole weekend. You said you have some live events in Queens, you said.
I have one coming up in Queens tomorrow. Yes.
Nice.
Pink carpet.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be legit. Mr. Marcus is gonna be there. Like some like major.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm looking more forward to that than even Exxxotica.
Sure.
Sorry.
Well, no offense.
Yeah.
No offense.
No
to
offense
that.
to Exxxotica.
It's
I
just
love
a
you,
lot.
but
It's the
not
whole
for tomorrow
thing.
night.
It's a lot. It's a lot of.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a lot of energy.
I'll be there all 3 days.
It's a lot. It's a lot of things happening.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I usually ask people like how do they maintain like sanity with the travel, but you didn't have to travel that far.
For here, no. But I usually for my shoots and stuff, I travel. I love.
Yeah.
traveling.
So then what do you do? It's like I find that I have to come up with some version of a routine or it just gets out of control.
Yeah. Oh,
Do
definitely.
you have like a routine if you're like traveling and you're in a hotel and you're
I so do, like I said, between swinging and and doing I do everything. I have a big ass bag, one bag that has like my whole wardrobe probably in it
Yeah.
because I just roll. I know how to roll it. Everything. In
Oh,
there,
you're a
that,
good
like,
packer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because of travel, like I don't want to be taking more than one bag.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
And
Yeah.
one that I could get on the plane and I gotta pay for.
I like get off on being able to get everything in one bag. It's great.
Put on as many clothes as you can.
Yeah. Or it's like, or just like sort of the big thing that I've done in the last few years is I've like minimized my wardrobe so that it's like I'm like almost a cartoon character where I'll wear almost the same thing every day because I know. So it's like I'll wear this type of shirt or this shirt while I'm running around sightseeing, and then when show I just go I put on show shirt and I'm ready to rock.
Guy though, it's so much easier. Like here, I'm here. I have
Much easier.
And now I'm doing shoots, so I can't wear the same thing, the same shoe, and then I can't.
Much
so
easier.
I changed my pants about 4 times. Do I want these on? Do I want these shorter? Yeah, it's hard. Just
I used to run into the thing where I was wearing like very specific and memorable shirts, but then I'd get photographed in that shirt, and then I can't ever wear it again.
Yeah. That's
So now I wear very nondescript shit. So I wear just like some version of a black V-neck, and then nobody knows it's the same one.
Exactly. It's just
That's great. I figured it out. I figured out life. Who was I talking to? I was talking to somebody about how they sell their panties after the thing.
Yeah.
So like they can almost go home with an empty suitcase. They can like sell off their whole wardrobe.
That's a smart.
Isn't that great? Wouldn't it be great to travel home with nothing?
It would be.
It's like my dream. My dream is to travel there with. My dream is to have enough money to travel there with nothing, buy all the stuff, and then I guess the second half of the dream is to be able to sell it to somebody who wants it.
So you never have to. Yeah.
This is the problem with hanging out with people in this industry is like every time you tell they're like, oh, you could sell your cum, like, oh, sell your hair, sell your pubes.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take the time that it takes to do that.
Well, that's me too. I'm too lazy for that. They're like, okay. I'm like, no. Then I have to like ship. Like I don't ship my pants. Now I have a porn boutique. Insider, they're not my panties. Like they sell. They're like,
Yeah.
So I don't do it, and they do all that. But like, are you really going to call it? I'm like, no. I think I gotta wear them. Then I gotta send them. Then I gotta buy them again. Like,
Right. Yeah. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
Come sniff them at like. There you go.
Yeah. That's cool. How? What? So wait, where's your content generally? Are you more cam? Or are you more?
I'm not cam at all anymore. I mean, now my many videos now the cam, because now many videos cams, which is nice for people that do porn, because people are specifically looking for it.
Right.
Like I said, my free cams, I do have it off and on. I'll do occasionally.
Yeah.
But I do more like I have my own site, NikkiCakesBBW.com. And then BBW Highway, like I have different people I work with, and on that kind of stuff.
Are you finding this thing, which I think a lot of people are, where you're able to cultivate a fan base that's super specific to you now? It's like you have like another touch with fans. It's like it's now with the internet and the way content is distributed.
Yes,
people can go directly to you.
Yeah,
and they can directly find you.
That's why I always tell people go. That's the way. I had my site like earlier. I had my own businesses. Always did my own sites, and it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Surprised how many people don't have their own. I'm like, how? I don't know what this is, right? But like, real, why wouldn't you not? It's so cheap to have your own. You could do your own. It's really not hard.
Right. I think people don't. I think people don't think they can do it, and then they rely on somebody else.
Yeah.
But I've heard some of the people. It's like some of the things that people are paying for, the premium they're paying for. It's like I was like part of me wants to be like, I'll run your. You know what I mean? It's like,
hey, you don't know how I'll do it for you.
How
like,
much you're paying? So you're paying somebody how much?
Yeah. I'm paying $20 a month for my site, and I'm like, hey, you can pay me. Come on, like, hey.
I'll do it for half of it.
Right?
Yeah. It's like, yeah. It's interesting. Yeah. It's an interesting crew to be around. It's because it tells me a lot as a comedian of like things that comedians aren't doing that we could be doing better.
Exactly.
It's like
business is business. So
if a comedian could figure out how to cultivate a fan base on the internet, like some of the people in porn have, I mean, it would be a game changer.
People love following you around. Like my live, and it's cut down. I was gonna say normally I hate social media, but and I was like, oh, this live crap. But I actually like it because people DMing you and stuff. I'm like, you think I have a job, a real profession.
Yeah.
So like, I don't have all day to be on this. So
right.
So what's nice is like once a week I try to at least get on live or whatever, and that's when you can ask me whatever you need to ask me. Don't hit me up my DMs. That's the time to hit me up, and it cuts down on a lot of that crap.
Sure.
And people crave that. They want to see your down. They don't even care about your part. They want to say, I'm going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
They love that shit.
I was talking about this with Brooklyn Chase. There's something about this. It's the
normalcy.
It's the other half of the fantasy.
Yeah.
It's the part that we don't get, and that it's the part that's not in porn. It's the it's like we can do a thing, but it's just like a life. It's like there's something great about if you're having good sex with somebody, then all the other stuff is fun too. Right. It's like it's fun to go to a picnic with somebody who you're having great sex with. That's sexy too.
Right.
And if you're not having good sex, then everything sucks. It's like one of those things.
Said it, yeah.
So it's like now your life sucks. You're not having good sex. So it's like now whoever your porn people are. Yeah, you want to be part of their life on another level.
Yeah, and that's why I always say it's about the fantasy. When the only downside with all social media is like you're so accessible and they think you can be so. Yeah. And some people are, and that's great. I'm just not. I'm like, no, you want to come?
Setting those limits is smart.
I have limits. I don't do a lot of things. Like you want to say, you can see me at this event, and it's legit. I have a man. We do that. I swing, but all that's separate. I'm not going to.
These are my office hours.
This is my exactly. And I always say, I'm your fantasy. Watch as much as you want. Fantasize about it. I'm a fantasy. I'm not your reality. Yeah. And just some people need to,
Yeah. Well, look, because there is. I mean, there's people we all need to worry about, and this is a field that will has some dangerous aspects if your stuff was just all out there. Yeah. So it's important to be anonymous on a level. That's the thing I found, especially it's a lot harder to get a hold of people's industry than I thought it would be. It ended up being easier now that I'm sort of like within the conversation, but initially that first jump is like. It's impossible.
Even in the porn industry, and I get that because people come to me and like, how do I, and can you link me? Yeah. No, bitch. Like, look, you gotta do what I did. You gotta hustle. Like, you just gotta do it. I don't rely on nobody. I know a lot of people, and I don't rely on any of them to get me anything.
This is what I said. This is what we were saying. Sam Shock, we were doing the thing, and he says people have been DMing me, asking me how they can get into it, and I was like, I'm not in it. You're not asking the right guy. And then he's like, the people ask him, but then we sort of like realized that like, yo, if you're writing this message and you're asking, you already aren't gonna do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Take your time to be in it.
Yeah.
Just go be in it, and then you'll answer your own questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's there's 100 different ways to get into anything.
Exactly.
It's like, you can sidestep into it, you can sidestep out of it. It's like that's all this stuff.
Right.
But that's what I find interesting about this industry. It has a lot, because it's entertainment. So it has a lot of the same aspects as comedy does.
Exactly.
The way people get in, the way people get out, how long you have to be in to be legitimate.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it's like you can hit the ground running and then you like lose steam because you don't know.
And how genuine you are too, I think makes it. I'm very transparent. It's out there. Love it, hate it. I just say it how it is. Maybe some things I shouldn't say things, but this is how it is, and I can't fake shit. So it's how legit you are and how you're perceived by other people.
Yeah,
it's people can cut through the bullshit very easily.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of the things that we lack in like civilian relationships is honesty. People do not actually do the thing. It's like it's like a 6 to 8 month like rehearsal of a relationship. It's like and then all of a sudden it's like you slip up. It's a year in, and it's like no, I want the dirty you. I want the fucking like you don't leave the house. Like that's the you I want. I want the honesty.
Exactly.
I don't want this.
And I always say I might not like it, but be honest with me because it's worse than you not being honest.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying if you tell me something, I'll be okay with it. Yeah, I might be pissed off, but I move over quickly.
Yeah. Well, you need all the information.
I need it. Let me decide.
For you to have, for you to make an informed decision. That's been the worst of my relationships, where it's like it goes on for 2 years, and then like the ball drops, and I go, oh, if this is who you were, I could have dealt with that at the beginning, but now I can't.
I always say that too with me, with like being a swinger, like, dude, like. You can't, like, that's why I say, like, so there is none of that, that.
Yeah.
What's there that you need to lie about?
Right.
So, and it's still like people still need to hide stuff. Even myself, but it just seems like there's still like something. Like, it's like, why don't I just, what's the matter? Like, we're supposed to be open about everything, but why don't you?
There's some human thing that we're doing where we think we're
them.
protecting somebody.
Exactly.
And so we do this omission
but you're protecting
thing.
yourself. Yeah, it's just a lie to yourself.
It's more,
honestly.
it's more about whether or not you're going to be accepted.
Yeah.
Like there's all these conversations. Just if you walk down the street in any big city, so these conversations of like, oh, do I need to tell her that blah blah blah? It's like, and then we like live in this world of like, oh well, it's not official yet. So you did the thing. You hooked up with your ex while you were, talking to this new girl, but you and the new girl weren't official yet. So it's not. You don't have to tell her. But it's like, I don't know why we just. Why honesty isn't the better option of it? I just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean,
I just want to get to this honest place. This is what I find in this industry.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Way more honesty, way more upfrontedness, and then the people that I know that have their families involved and that everybody in their world knows who they are just healthy, really like brilliant people. It feels like.
Yeah.
It's just something, it's you can't hide who you are forever.
No, you can't.
It makes it, it also changes you too.
It's liberating. It's very freeing.
Yeah.
I think to be who you are, like it, don't like it.
Yeah. Because it's like, I mean, that's the main thing, right? It's like if you're not going to be my friend because I'm involved in the thing that I love. Yeah. Don't be my friend.
Yeah, then you never were in the first place.
Why did I want you here?
That's how you never were in the first place.
We change ourselves for people so much. It's insane.
Exactly.
It's insane. Mm-hmm. So okay, so you have a bunch of boys. So does that make you're a swinger? But are you?
I have 3 boys.
Are you in a relationship? Are you married? Are you?
I was married twice. Yeah. I haven't been married for 5 years.
Okay.
In a relationship, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are and he's an active participant. He or she's an active participant in the swinging.
Yes, that's where we had met.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's nice to know I did porn. I had just started when we had gotten together. Totally know he loves the fact that guy is fantasize about me, but we're together. Yeah. And he has his own thing going on.
So he's you're saying he's into the fact that you're desired by other people.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's cool with it. He
There's something sexy about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and knows that I don't want anyone else. I'm definitely that type. Like I don't need to look.
Can we send that to?
Yes.
There's something human about it. It's like we want to do we want to fuck somebody who people want to fuck.
Yeah.
We don't want to fuck
yeah,
somebody.
that nobody wants to.
Yeah. What is it? What good is it that you're like boyfriend that nobody like if nobody wants to fuck your boyfriend? Why is that? Yeah. Why is that hot?
That's why I think for me the best thing with swinging is it's not even fucking other people. My thing is people getting turned on by me fucking my partner. That they see that's how turned on we are by each other, and they get turned on. That's my swinging aspect more than fucking other people.
Okay, interesting.
I can fuck her. I get good dick, so I don't.
Yeah.
So, but mine is people getting turned on by watching me.
Yeah.
Getting turned on and then fucking their partner.
Right.
You know what I mean? And getting so turned on and then they have great sex because they got turned on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and never been to one of these events. There was I had some people that were coming to my shows for a couple years, and this guy was like really trying to get involved in these types of things. But it's like solo dudes are not invited to swinger events generally speaking.
Well, if you're a black dude, you are.
Oh yeah, generally speaking.
Yeah, but generally speaking, maybe not. But no,
you got to come as a dude with
they're
couples.
Invited. But
and it's like and I haven't been to. It's a thing that I wonder about. It's a thing that I think. What do you find in the community that you didn't prior to doing that kind of stuff? What do you find in that community?
It's everybody from all facets. Especially when I was holding part, I'd have a lot of cops come and somebody like, this is like legit, right? Like I'm not gonna, because like there's people, lawyers, doctor, congressmen.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what do you like? What's like the vibe that you get that before you were in that scene?
It's just everyone's very open and normal.
Yeah,
it's not like crazy, sex addict people.
Yeah,
it's normal.
It like
people.
makes it.
It's just everyone like-minded where it's like, look, I don't want to have to hide. Look, I want to keep my relationship strong. I don't have to go behind their back. I don't want to have to. Yeah. That's all just.
So you view it as an alternative to cheating.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to, like, everyone's going. Let's not lie. Everybody's going. I don't care. 99 point somewhere. I'm sorry. Just like, because they're like, oh, people are like, oh, if you were mine, Look, Beyonce gets.
Right.
Everybody does. It's that normalcy. I don't care how gorgeous, how good you can suck a dick. However, everybody, it's the norm. And so you put that in there, it kind of spices it up.
Yeah.
As long as you're coming together, it's not bringing you apart.
Yeah. Well, this is what I've been experimenting with open relationships in the last 2 years, because the quality that I'm looking for is more of this honesty of like, look, if something's going on. Especially because I travel so much. If it's like if there's somebody in your life that's like resurfacing, and it's a fling, it's whatever. Like I just want to know about it because I'm of the opinion it's probably gonna happen anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's just that it's that gap between when you tell me and when it happens as to what makes or breaks where we go from there.
Yes.
Because if I got to find out about it, because I can tell you're being weird and I got to ask you about it, and then you feel weird telling me, then it's like there's something else going on.
Yep.
And then there's lots of ways to cheat. Like there's people that
you don't have to have sex. As I said, that's the least of mine. Sex for me is an act. But if you're connected,
you like love somebody,
done.
right?
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
texting.
Yeah.
Like I said, my ex-husband was that. I'm like, yeah, you didn't fight, but you've been talking and you've been jerking off on that. You've been doing all that shit. Look, fuck that. Like that's. I'd rather you fuck somebody.
Right.
That's just the act.
It's just mechanical.
It's just you're just doing it for the physical, but you attached.
Yeah.
That's cheating. Guys think, oh, I didn't fuck her. No, but you're the one taking her out, doing this, and that, while I'm sitting here at home.
Yeah, I met somebody recently who, like right after they got married, and they don't see the pieces, but right after they got married, they were already like talking every day to this guy that they worked with. Mm-hmm. So she's in this marriage to this guy that she's not into, and then they're not having sex. She's not having sex with any of the people in her husband, the guy that she's talking to at work, and she doesn't view it as cheating. It's like you were never even in your marriage, and it's like, and it's hard for somebody to to even like hear that and accept it for themselves, because it's like we're living this weird thing.
Yeah.
But so I found the closest I am to that kind of scene is I did my comedy album for a bunch of nudists in St. Louis.
Nice.
And there's just something really cool about that vibe of people where the nudity is not for the one aspect, it's not sexual at all.
No.
It's this like massive acceptance thing. And it's like nobody's body's perfect, and we're here and we're just doing this thing. You got to bring your sitting towels though.
Were you ever at Gunnison? You know for a fact it's not all about
what is it?
Gunnison at the beach at Sandy Hook. You live over here. You don't know.
No. So
next to Sandy Hook is Gunnison, the nude beach.
Well, so what happens is every time I'm there, I have my dog. So it's like dog beach on one side, nude beach on the other. I don't think you can bring your dog on the nude beach.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Okay, well I'm gonna do it next time.
Maybe not.
I'm gonna do it next time.
But it's about a half-mile walk to it, so you don't accidentally walk in it.
Right.
Yeah, you definitely gotta come. But that's
no, I'm into it. I'm into the vibe. It's a cool thing.
Kids. That's why I like it. Well, not because kids are allowed, but not many people take it. Cause so it's nice and quiet.
Well, because it's America and we're
smoke some weed, has some food, everyone shares. Yeah. It's great. Well, you're not supposed to, but
yeah. The what? You're not supposed to which?
Smoke weed or
we're close.
But you smell it. Oh, you smell it through the whole thing.
Yeah, it's nature. We're close.
Walk through, but
New Jersey's close. We're so close. We're right there. We're like the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just telling somebody who's not from here. I was like, it's like even in New York City now, it's just like a ticket. Smoke weed in the street, they just write you a ticket, like you were speeding.
Yeah.
We're there. We're right there.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say to you? So the nudist thing also. Then it was like the next piece of the nudist is half the group is also in this sort of like orgy group.
Yeah,
so
I got you. Yeah, it's all or nothing.
But then there's the other half of the people that are nudists for having nothing to do with sexuality. It's an interesting.
It's kind of the same way that with swinging. There's the orgy people that are all about this, boo, 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 da, da, da. And there's the other ones that are just like voyeurs that just like to watch, chill, but
they don't participate.
That's usually like with me. Like more if I'm not with my partner, most of the time I'm sitting in a corner talking to my friends, drinking, eating, chilling, having a good time, watching everyone else fuck. I'm good, with it. That's my answer, but there's so many.
It's interesting. I never thought of that. It's like there's no pressure to participate.
No.
Like
not in my circle of the people. That
nobody's ever going to be like, "What are you just going to sit here and watch us?"
No, it's new new people that are in there that expect that. Oh, I paid my $100. I can fuck whoever I want.
Right.
Especially because we're by New York, so these New York guys are like, dude, people pay me.
It's
but no, it's like just because you pay to get in, it isn't guaranteed fuck. It means you come in.
It's still a human being.
But no.
You still have to be consensual.
No. And I'm one of those. Rather, please don't fuck me. Just watch me.
Yeah.
So
interesting.
All
yeah. I think there's some aspect to that. Yeah, there was the John Legend album came out one of the years, and he had that song, that PDA song about fucking in public.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
He like almost convinced me.
Yeah, almost.
He almost convinced me. I never fucked in active public. I fucked in like passive public, where like we're in public. It's cute because somebody could walk around the corner, but nobody's gonna.
Yeah.
So I did that. That was
straight out.
So that was all my 20s. It was like we'd sneak off into restrooms of like restaurants. We would be a hibachi, and we'd like, just give each other a look, and then we get up and we go fuck in the bathroom. We come back.
Yeah.
But we're not getting caught. Or we'll fucking like
or try not to get caught. Yeah.
It was with me. We never got caught. So it's like, but there was this like naughtiness to it. But so that's the other one. Is maybe
it is because I do the
getting watched.
Things,
yeah, getting watched might be the other part of it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, John Legend almost convinced me. Yeah, it's fun. Sorry, I just had a moment. Because it was like my early 20s, and I was obsessed with the girl. We were obsessed with each other in the early 20s. It was like fucking. We were so in it. We were like, we were the best. We were the most naive and new to all of the things that it was like. It was the perfect combination.
Exactly. You got to be. It's best when it's first for both of you.
We were like doughy-eyed. It was the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we like both thought we were falling in love. It was beautiful. Yeah. It was perfect. Yeah. So what else? So you're going to AVN.
Yes, I am.
This will be my second year at AVN, which I'm excited about. It's always. I
haven't been there yet, so yeah. I'm going for the BBW Awards.
You said you've been to BBW same week or a week before?
It's on Tuesday. I'm nominated for the international.
Tuesday before, Tuesday after.
The Tuesday before.
Okay.
It's like 23rd.
I'm gonna come and hang. Then.
Yeah. Sounds definitely.
Great. That sounds great. Because I just found out my brother-in-law is doing a thing that's like 2 weeks before, so I'm just gonna come and hang for 3 weeks. Yeah. Maybe I'll go to LA in the middle, do some comedy stuff. But it sounds cool. But okay, so the only thing different at AVN is it feels. I don't know if it's more attended, but it feels more attended because of real estate. Because the layout is it's all hallways.
Yeah.
It just always feels packed.
Yeah, I have a lot of shoots there, so I don't know how much time I'll be spending it there. Yeah. But it's more that one's going to be more a work.
That's great.
Thing. But I'm excited to go.
Yeah.
New experiences.
Yeah, it'll be. It's a fun little thing. All the aspects of this thing are interesting. It's like the first year that I did all these, it was like a lot, and I was like, I don't know if I'm relevant. I don't know if I can walk up to people. Like I feel like a little bit like I'm in this, a little bit like I'm not. I know who that is. It's this kind of thing.
Right.
But then I was kind of hiding. I was like hiding in plain sight. I was like, they don't know my podcast. They don't know me. They don't know who I am.
Look, we're all have egos, and they don't care who you are. Like, hey, you gonna get me on something? Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
So that was the fun of that. But this should be a fun weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So wait, what other events are you doing? You're doing the thing in Queens.
I'm doing that's the only event I'm doing this weekend besides some shoots and stuff.
And that's Saturday.
And that's tomorrow night. Yeah.
Got it. So what are you doing tonight?
Tonight, we're going after here. We're going to go to Exxxotica, do a little camming a little bit.
Yeah.
In there, meet up with some porn friends, and not
best
sure
kind
quite
of friends.
that.
The best kind of friends, porn friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you doing it? So and they got all the random after party stuff.
They do. I did that this year. Like I said, a lot of us, do our own party. And,
yeah.
They were supposed to do a get together for a live for the event for tomorrow. A bunch of us that are going to be at the event are going to be doing a little live thing, preview for tomorrow.
Nice.
But yeah, everything. I just go with the flow.
Cool. Cool. So what? So you grew up in this area, you said?
Philly area, but this I'm here more a lot with the swinging. Like everything's here in Jersey.
You have more of the. I haven't heard the Philly accent. I've been listening. You haven't.
I know.
Say what?
I've been.
Well, actually, until I say
crown, I say crown walk.
Well, say water.
Crown water.
Okay. You're not a water.
Water. You know what? There's a lot of
when
New
you
Yorkers
get in with
that live by me.
When you get with your Philly people, are you saying water?
I think it depends who, how much you are, but creek,
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So my
I say crown like that you draw with. I don't know how
crown.
People say crown.
Yeah,
crown.
there it is.
I say crown.
There it is.
What?
Yeah. And then what's a drawer? How do you say drawer?
Drawer.
Because isn't there draw? Isn't that you guys too?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
No, I just got the nod off from both people. I just fine. No, what is it? That's from Boston. Draw?
Yeah.
No. Boston is ka.
Yeah.
Fine, ka. I don't know who does draw. Maybe nobody does draw anymore. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Boston.
Know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's my grandma. I'll call my grandma. Find out. My grandma's from Fitchburg, Mass. So maybe it is that. We'll find out. Yeah. So no, like words like Neshaminy, like all the weird
I live by all the weird. Yeah.
Susquehanna. Those are my guys. Yeah, my sister married a guy from Philly, and it's like his accent is like always a part of the moment.
Yeah, I'm like I said, suburbs.
Water ice, arenas.
Yeah.
Water ice.
And hoagies. Not a lot of people, depending where you live, it's like a hoagie.
Right.
Actually, where I live, it's a zap. It's not even a hoagie.
What's a zap?
It's a
the same deal.
hoagie,
it's a submarine sandwich.
in a small section of the city, it's called a zep because they don't use lettuce.
Interesting. So it's all hot sandwiches. If you don't use lettuces, they just don't use lettuce.
Yeah, they just don't use it on the hoagie. It's like an Italian hoagie. It's just and they use the pepper. That pepper.
Yeah. Peppercino thing. Yeah. I'm aware. What's your background? I'm Italian. What are you?
Sicilian.
Are you? Oh no shit. Yeah, good people.
Yeah. So all my family either does hair or they own pizza places or pizza places to cover for.
I like you. So I'm working on this thing. There's a guy who wrote a book about how the media portrayed the mafia, and my bigger concern is about how Italians have come to fall in love with the stereotype of the mafia, because my grandfather's generation, they're offended by it. Yeah. These are hardworking Italians that came to this country, built the Erie Canal, built like all the churches in all the city, like in all the places that they came to, and the insinuation that we're all crooked and mobbed up is offensive.
And they don't want it. People know. I mean, my great uncles and stuff. I mean, we're part of that. Where it was like, where's Uncle Mike? He's away for vacation. Like he's at work.
Yeah.
But that was back like in the 60s. I mean, so they did, but. They were ashamed of it. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm in the mob. Nobody talked about it.
Yeah. So my generation, my father's generation, we were like obsessed. We loved this stereotype that was like perpetrated by De Niro and Pacino and Scorsese and Coppola. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Coppola. And it's like they changed the thought process on it. So I really want to explore this thing. I kind of want to talk to some of these guys, and see how they feel about what they've done to like Italian heritage. Because they changed the entire opinion of what it was to be an Italian immigrant.
I know. I mean, my grandparents, they spoke no English, but my parents spoke. Their kids spoke like English, and I didn't know much Italian. I lost it. Like I understood them. I couldn't speak much of
Yeah.
it, but they wanted their kids to speak English.
Right.
They did not.
Right. This is the generation I come
Yeah.
from. My grandfather was born in the 20s. He was born here.
Yeah.
And he was born and never was taught Italian. They wanted him to learn English in school and basically to come home and teach them.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Exactly. Yep.
And it just wasn't cool to be an immigrant in the 20s. It was hard. It was hard. It was like the way we protect certain races now from slurs and words and racism.
Right.
There was none of that. It's like
right.
there was 40 different ways to call an Italian
right.
The equivalent of the N-word
right.
in
the
20s, and it was a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's like and I don't know. So just this whole thing, the stereotype that they've perpetrated it's just a weird change.
Yeah.
That it's like we get it. It's not real. It's like not everybody is mobbed up, and it's fun, but it pisses off my grandfather.
Yeah.
And those guys are dying. So like I want to have a conversation with these people before it's gone, before that opinion is gone. But we've done a number. We really, I feel like Italians have not done a good job over the last 40 or 50 years in maintaining tradition and heritage.
Yeah, no, definitely. I believe that too. My kids always say the same thing. Oh, why don't you teach? I'm like, and I remember a handful of Italian. I said, I wish I would, but my mom, because my grandparents were like, no, you speak English.
We're in this country now.
And and they were my mom's first generation, and her brother and sister came over from there. So it is, I mean, and you would, you never know. My grandparents spoke straight Italian.
Yeah, and I meet all these people that are my generation whose parents came over. So a lot of the Jersey Italians came over recently. And it's like, and then they're like, you're not Italian, you don't speak the language. Like, don't get mad at me because my people got here first.
Exactly.
My people got here quick. Y'all waited a long time.
Yeah.
And it does. It hurts. It hurts a little bit that, like, I don't know, man. I don't know how to make a cannoli. You know what I mean? Like,
I make mean cannoli.
It's not that hard. But it's, you know what I mean? It's like, but it's like, there's all these things that we let slip in the
and
the
like
process.
They didn't make recipes. They tasted for like, God, you want a recipe? Forget, you can't. I can't make it. No shit, because they taste everything raw. Like. My grandma.
Well, and then back then the food wasn't contaminated, so you could eat a raw egg. Yeah.
So now I'd be like, oh, you're eating that raw meat.
You could. Now the cow died 15 minutes before they were gonna slaughter it. You can't eat that meat.
Yeah.
That cow's gone. But back in the day, you'd kill a rabbit. Like my mom used to go in the backyard and pick a rabbit to eat for dinner.
Yes. Craziness.
And I think they had their own turkeys as legit Italian families. We've lost it.
Yeah.
What did we do? We lost our thing.
Yeah.
We let it slip.
Mojo, I know.
Philly used to have a thriving Little Italy.
Oh yeah.
Long gone.
Yeah.
It's long gone.
Yeah.
I just depressed you. I just made you sad.
Thanks. That's all right. I'm going to go see nude people soon.
Yeah. Good Exxxotica. So that is the one thing I will say that's really cool about Exxxotica is the layouts. The layout makes it so much easier to hang.
Yeah.
Because there's no hallways. It's just one big giant room.
Big open.
And it's cool. Center. And they just and it's just a really cool like walk plan. And then the other thing I think is really cool is all the seminars.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff. There's stuff for the business end. There's stuff for just like for lay people that like there's like face sitting and like riding and like all
the BDSM and get spanked, whipped.
Right. There's all this stuff. It's like how to choke your partner and not have them call the cops or whatever. I don't know. That's probably not one of them.
Marks on it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's how to hit without bruising. That's probably not. That's probably not one of them. But no, it's all very sex positive and business positive and porn positive, which is going. Yeah. It's cool, and it's interesting that I've only been involved in this whole thing for I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years. It's just so interesting, even in that span of time, to see how the booths are changing, how the industry's changing, and how the sort of VR and the webcamming and sort of everybody creating their own content.
It really is, and in my instance, as far as like the BBW world, like crazy, like that wasn't seen before, and now we're very well out there, and the event I'm doing tomorrow, it's all BBW. It's all thick to BBW.
That's great.
Porn star, and we're sold out, and none of the other ones are that are going around.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot how people grow and are open minded, and I think people always were open, but they in closed doors were now they're more just open of what they like.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Don't
It's
like
like as a comedian, we use this mechanism a lot. We'll go, hey man, what's in your search bar? And people get like tight about it. People don't want you to know what their thing is.
Right.
But that just speaks to like why people are having terrible sex everywhere. Like just tell them.
Yeah, because they'd be like, oh, me too. Like that, or like, okay,
I'm into feet. Let's go.
And we'll try that if you try this. Let's try it.
I eat hair. Let's go. Whatever your thing is.
I'll try it once, twice.
It's but be open about it, because how the hell else is it ever gonna be thriving? I really do think that this thing, it's like the more you try to squash it, the bigger it grows.
Right.
So like if you have like an instinct for something, it's like you can't repress that.
No.
Sending it away makes it huge.
Yeah, really. You need to embrace.
Now you're in the basement.
It's not healthy.
Yeah, now you're in the basement ordering weird videos.
Yeah.
You could have just dealt with it in the first place, and you would have been
right.
You probably would have got through it. Because we all have our phases, right?
Yes. Yeah, we all do.
Do you think you've always been as open as you are, or do you think you were repressed for a long time? How do you think you lived your life? I mean, you've been married 2 different times.
I've been married 2 different times, yeah. And neither of them swung, like, I was regular relationships.
Did you have an instinct to, or is this just something that you've come into that's...
I've always been open. Actually, what's funny, I used to have my own holistic store.
Okay.
I was a businessman.
So what were you, what was your...
I did healings and readings and all sorts of shit.
No
and
shit.
So people come to my house. I would have swing parties, and they come in. I have crystals everywhere.
No shit.
I have Buddha. I have all that. And people would be like, you swing, you do porn, and you're spiritual. I said, I'm spiritual. I'm not religious.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the closest you can get to God is having an orgasm.
Yeah.
You can't get you. That's like, I meditate. I'm on that plane just when I have an orgasm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even better. Like,
no,
so, of course.
I mean,
so
it's like
saying that, people think that's bizarre. I'm like, it's a very...
It's not bizarre. It's only bizarre because we've done this other thing, but it's like he made, whoever he or she is, he made this thing.
Yeah.
He made this thing that you can access very easily.
Yeah.
If you're open with yourself. And
yeah.
so on and so
I think there's
so
nothing.
of course that's part of it. Yeah. That's part of this.
So it's a very free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexually, spiritually,
right,
mentally,
and
all
what
connected.
Right, and what your mind can do in that state of euphoria. Yeah. No,
that's why I got great pussy and great oral skills. Just
That's a Oh, that was your car in the parking lot? That bumper sticker, great pussy and great oral skills? I was wondering whose bumper sticker that was. That's great. I didn't know you drove that car.
No, it was.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a great bumper sticker, though.
I'm like, that bumper sticker. Shit.
It's a great bumper sticker.
Yeah.
Great pussy. I dated a girl recently who like made up this slogan that was not a real thing. And the problem is it's still in my head. She goes white toes, good pussy. I'm like, what? That's not a thing. Yeah. She would paint her toenails white, and then she would say white toes, good pussy. And it's like, that's not a thing. I promise
what were you trying to tell her? She's
I'm not saying she doesn't have good pussy. I'm saying that whatever that is, that's not an expression.
Like, what are you trying to say?
It's just not an expression. It's just not an expression at all.
Well, she's making an expression. Never mind.
I guess. Yeah. She's gonna keep using it. Was it fun? It was a fun episode. Okay, wait. How do people follow you on the internet? How do you want people to access you?
They can follow me Instagram for my third one now. That's recently, but that one's NikkiCakes BBW.
Keep getting hacked?
No, they keep on taking that IG self. They're getting really.
Oh, you keep getting.
They keep taking me off. Yeah, people are like.
Oh, you get flagged.
And mine's not raunchy. I said there's people there butt naked. I don't have nothing wrong. They take the shit. It's all right. But you can go to my Twitter, which is actually better because Twitter is just raunchy and they don't give.
Yeah.
So, and that one
they would lose their entire business if they didn't let porn people stay in Twitter.
That's all my thing is. I can't look at my Twitter anyway. Yeah, so they can check out my Twitter. Or they can, like I said, go to on my site.
What's your Twitter?
My Twitter is, I think it's NikkiCakes73.
I'll pull it up if you don't know. I thought you would know.
It's sad because I think that one was my first account, so
Twitter.
It wasn't Nikki K. I think.
NikkiCakes73.
NikkiCakes73.
What's 73?
My year I was born.
Oh shit! 10. You got 10 years on me.
High five. 10
I'm an
years
83.
on ya.
No, I just.
I don't care. I look good for me.
Yeah, I'm not. Nobody's contesting. Nobody's contesting that. Don't make it weird.
No, I'm fucking with you.
No, NikkiCakes at NikkiCakes 73, 2Ks and cake spelled like cakes.
Yes.
And then how can they reach your content? Is there
they can go to NikkiCakesBBW.com.
NikkiCakes,
or they can go to BBW Highway.
BBW Highway.
Yeah,
this is the point in the podcast where I remind people to pay for your porn.
Yes, pay for your porn. Don't say I'm your biggest fan. I watch you on Pornhub all the time.
Yeah, there's
slap you.
I think there's a misunderstanding from people, from consumers, but we'll squash it right here. If you did not pay for your porn, then the performer that you like is not making any money that day. So if you like that person and you want to keep getting content from that person, you should pay for your porn.
Yep. Pay for your porn. Pay for your music.
Pay for your comedy.
Pay for your. That's what I say. Everything. Pay for all that. Yes.
Yeah, that's a personal one for me. And on that, I have an album on iTunes. It's at the Nudist Colony. It's called Naked and Amused. Dan Frigolette, check that out. I'm very proud of it. We have some content today on iTunes, on Google Play, whichever platform you're on. We're on the other one, and then we got some fun stuff with this Scarface tub and the tile or marble, whatever the hell this is. What's it called? On YouTube. So check us out on there. Thank you to my guest, NikkiCakes.
Thank you.
Check her out at all the conventions and go buy her stuff.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.